Today, Lake Ty in Monroe, Washington plays host to one of the largest and most competitive wakeboarding competitions in water sports. Junior pros, wake skaters, pro women and pro men wakeboarders have arrived in the Pacific Northwest to compete not only for national titles, but also for the opportunity to represent their country at the World Championships. The five-time Wakeboard Boat of the Year, Super Air Nautique G23, will be pulling all the heated action here today. At this, the 2018 Nautique WWA Wakeboard National Championships, presented by Rockstar Energy.
Welcome everyone to the Pacific Northwest. This is Lake Ty in Monroe, Washington, and it's playing host to one of the biggest wakeboarding competitions on the planet. This is the 2018 Nautique WWA Wakeboard National Championships presented by Rockstar Energy. Sean Murray here alongside Team Nautique and Rockstar rider Josh Twelker. Josh, the Pacific Northwest has got a lot of wake history and it's good to be back up here.
Yeah, Sean, the Pacific Northwest has always been a hot spot for progressive, stylish wakeboarding. And it's so good to be back here in Monroe. We got Lake Ty behind us. It's a man-made lake, so it's gonna put out perfect water conditions for today's event. And I'm especially excited to be riding behind the Nautique G23. That is by far, hands down, the best wake in the industry, and we're gonna see some incredible wakeboarding.
It's the national championships, and we've got riders from all over the country competing in multiple divisions, and performing well here today secures you a spot in going to the World Championships, which are in Japan. So tell me, who's your competition? Who are you looking at?
You know, Sean, everyone's a threat out here now, but the Australians have been on fire this year. Harley has 2 wins under his belt. Nick Rappa and Corey Tunison both have a win. And Tony Iaccone's just been riding straight, super consistent. So I'm just gonna go out there and do my thing and hope for the best, and maybe I'll shake things up a bit.
Right on. Well, I can't wait to see what goes down here at Lake Ty behind that G23 trick-wise. But right now, let's take a look at some of the finals that happened earlier today, like the Junior Pro Men and the Pro Wake Skate Finals when they took center stage here at the National Championships.
The Junior Pro Men's Final went off today in buttery conditions on Lake Ty. These riders range in age from 13 to 18 years old and put on quite the show with some big spins and Moog 540s.
National is just the best because I get to catch up with all the boys that I haven't seen in a long time and get to compete against them. It's like a big family reunion almost.
Yeah, so Sam Brown, of course, always comes out hard. Bryce Gray put down some heavy stuff. He did heel 7 at the end and coming out with a Pete, really solid run. And then Thomas, throw down some heavy moves to the switch whirly. It's so crazy.
Grabbing third place in his first Junior Pro Men's Final ever was Bryce Gray from Australia.
Landed pretty much everything. It was really good water out there. Everybody killed it. It was real fun.
Chalking up an 87.33 out of 100 was American Thomas Herman, who busted back-to-back 720s. And taking the Junior Pro Men's win was 15-year-old Sam Brown out of Thirlmere, Australia.
My goal in the US National is just to try and make podium, and I'm happy to make it to finals, so that's good enough for me.
Bryce Gray, Thomas Herman, and your national champion, Sam Brown!
4 of the world's best wake skaters battled it out in Monroe for the 2018 national title. Mexico's Coco Mendez and Canada's James Balzer were first off the dock and were happy to ride in glassy Lake Ty.
Yeah, conditions were good. We rode first, like we were the first guys on the water today, so a little bit of a late start, but man, the water was good. It's just sick to be out there behind that boat. The wake was really good. And yeah, lots of water, lots of room for us to work and get in a lot of tricks, so it's fun.
Top seed Brian Grubb laid down some hammers in the final, but a fall in his first pass threw off his rhythm.
Man, I fell second trick, so I kind of couldn't get the flow going, so I was kind of trying to piece it together from there on out. But I did toe side big spin, which felt pretty good, and yeah, I had a couple moments out there that felt pretty good. But yeah, don't think I put it all together today, but still had fun out there.
Defending national champ Reed Hansen came through again in 2018, landing a variety of 360s, shove-its, and this big spin.
I don't normally land that switch toe side 3 in my run, so I was pretty stoked to get that. That's one of the harder tricks I can do, so I'm excited about that one.
Brian Grubb, James Balzer, and your national champion, folks, Reed Hansen.
Up next at the 2018 Nautique WWA Wakeboard National Championships, we check in with the Australian female phenom, Zara Kell, before the pro women's final. Can she give those veteran ladies a run for their money here in Monroe? Stay tuned to find out.
The 2018 WWA Wakeboard National Championships is brought to you by Nautique Boats, Rockstar Energy Drink, party like a rock star, and by Rideline, the global voice of wake.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2018 Nautique WWA Wakeboard National Championships presented by Rockstar Energy. Sean Murray alongside the Australian phenom, Zara Kell. Zara, this is your second season competing as a pro, but you're doing it at 14 years old right now. That's kind of crazy. Now, tell me, what is it like competing against the likes of Amber Wing, Dallas Friday, Megan Ethel, Nicola Butler, and right now this is Amber Wing's retirement competition.
It's so cool to be up there with these girls. There's so many big names up there, and I'm pretty nervous for the finals, but I can't change what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to go out there and do my best.
Now, Zara, let's talk a little bit about the boat we're sitting in right now, the Super Nautique G23. This thing is the best in the business, and you've been behind it for quite some time now. Tell me about your experience with it.
This wake is so awesome. I fell in love with it the first time I rode it in about 2012, and I've loved it ever since, and it helps my riding so much because it's just so different and unique to every other wake I've ridden before. And it's almost like when you find a snowboard jump, like a good one, you never want to hit anything else.
I also love the wake on this thing, but I also really like the experiences that Nautique has created inside it. Like the storage, huge storage. You can put everything in its place. You're not stepping on top of gear. Sitting in the driver's seat, I got tons of visibility. The tower looks beautiful. I love the rear-facing seats, how you can change these things and everybody has a backrest. I could honestly go on and on, but I'd rather go ride. You want to go ride?
Let's go ride.
Let's go ride.
Yeah! That was nuts!
Well, Zara, thanks for joining us, and all the best to you in that Pro Women's Final.
Thank you so much, Sean. And for you guys at home, if you want to learn more about the Nautique G23, log on to nautique.com.
Six female wakeboarders made up our Pro Women's Final, including the six-time national champ from Australia, Amber Smith, who is riding in her last nationals competition.
I've been coming to the US National Championships for 15 years now. I've taken home 6 wins, and today was my final ride in finals.
Roenick's team rider Dallas Friday rode big and clean and was psyched to make another final.
You just need to stand up your pass, honestly. You just got to be smart, and I think that's, from my experience of so many years of riding on tour, I think that's why I've just made it in through every finals, because I'm really smart about it and just know exactly what I need to do and just go out there and get it done.
Pro water skier and wakeboarder Erica Lang looked at home behind the Nautique G23, landing her bangers and putting the pressure on the rest of the field.
I did a KGB whirlybird and a front flip, and those are my 3 technical tricks, and I was able to ride them away. So I'm really happy with what happened out there.
Rockstar team rider Nicola Butler, always a threat, landed on the podium in 3rd place with a stellar 83-point ride.
I stood out both my runs today. I was pretty happy with heel 5, cab 5 in a row. Did handle pass KGB and Moby Dick, so I was really happy with that.
14-year-old Zara Kell from Australia stomped 3 mobs, enough for a 2nd place finish here at Nationals.
I was happy with my whirly and my KGB and my dum-dum as well. I mean, I might have done one little sketchy thing, but other than that, it was so awesome. I'm really stoked for that.
And finally, in 1st place, Nautique team rider Megan Ethel laid down the law with an Indy roll to blind. a wrapped heel 5, and a variety of mobs.
All the ladies for sure put the pressure on, so I was super stoked to go out there and lay my run down the way I wanted to, so I think I might have taken the win today.
Yeah, Nicola Butler, Sarah Cal, and the 2018 Nautique WWA Wakeboard National Champion. Give it up for Megan Ethel!
Yeah, this is so awesome. All the girls really put the heat on today, so it's really awesome to see the progression on the women's side of things. But I just want to thank the WWA and Nautique for always putting on a really awesome nationals event for us, and all my sponsors, family, and friends. So thank you guys.
Coming up next, we catch up with the Australian powerhouse Tony Iacone before the Pro Men's semifinal. We got lots of talented riders vying for just 8 spots in the Pro Men's final. The competition's going to be heavy. Don't go away.
The 2018 WWA Wakeboard National Championships is brought to you by Nautique Boats, Rockstar Energy Drink, party like a rock star, and by PCM Marine Engines, the power behind the passion.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2018 Nautique WWA Wakeboard National Championships presented by Rockstar Energy. Sean Murray alongside the Australian powerhouse Tony Iacone. Tony, you're having an amazing season, especially considering you just came off a pretty big injury. Now, currently, you're sitting in 4th place and also in range for the title. You got to be pretty stoked on your riding.
Yeah, I'm definitely stoked on my riding. I had an injury and ended up having surgery last July, so this is my first Nationals back since 2016, so I'm super excited to be back out here for Nationals.
Yeah, now, Tony, you've got the big spins. You take your tricks big, like your Mob 5s, but now you've got the doubles. What's it going to take the title away from guys like Harley, Corey, Nick Rappa, and you feel like you have a little bit of an advantage having a G23 in your backyard?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm at an advantage right now. I train behind that G23 every day, and it makes those tricks, like you mentioned, that double flips, the Mob 5s, the 900s, makes it that much easier, and it's awesome to be able to compete behind the best tools in the world right now.
Tony, all the best of luck to you out there on the water today. And here's a look at some of the Pro Men's semifinals where they're battling from 16 guys all the way down to 8 for that Pro Men final.
He's a spinner, no doubt. There's a toe 900. Back from the opposite foot forward. Indy tantrum to blind.
The Pro Men's semifinals kicked off today with Japanese shredder Shota Tezuka and Australian Parker Siegley outscoring Mike Conradi and Danny Tholander in semi number 1.
The format is we just doing 4 and going that way and then 4 and back, but it's a long course, so we can take your time and then take it easy. And then I've been riding pretty good back in Orlando, so I'm excited to be from the final and then just put that down, go big or go home.
Yeah, ended up going pretty good, had a standout run and did everything to plan, so couldn't be happy with that.
In semi number 2, Roenick's team rider Jake Pilote rode strong but couldn't keep pace with third-year pro Gunther Oka and heat winner Tony Iacone.
Semifinal heat number 2 had an absolutely stacked one. The legend Jeff Langley, old reliable Jake Pilote, myself, Tony Iacone. Both the first boys went out, unfortunately took two falls in the run to end it for him, but Jake definitely, didn't go down without a fight, put down some really insane tricks, but I kind of kept it a little bit safer, just stood up, tried to make it through the next round, and then of course Tony went out, crushed it, but hopefully I'll be seeing myself in the finals.
Semi number 3 was another tight one, with California veteran Tony Carroll laying down 2 high-scoring passes. The rookie from Oregon, Tyler Hyam, answered back with an ultra-creative pass, which included this lofty double flip.
I'm very happy with my semis run for sure. I had a double, a heel 9, and some other stuff. I was able to do a melon mob. That's one of my favorite tricks at the moment, so it's always fun being able to throw that in the contest run.
and also did a rewind as well. So it was a fun run for sure, and pretty stoked with how it went.
Tyler scored a 92.67 in his run, but was no match for Australia's Corey Tunison, who chalked up the highest score of the round, a 97 out of 100.
So coming into this year, like, my goal was obviously to do well, but just to enjoy myself and just really have fun all year. And I think I've been doing that, so it's been paying off, and I'm loving life right now.
And finally, in semi number 4, veteran Nautique team rider J.D. Webb knocked Kobe France and Josh Twelker out of final contention.
Semis, my second time standing up after the qualifying round. Really excited. Went out there, stood up my run, did everything that I wanted to. Instead of mute chromo, I did toe sev, but everything was good, grab, big, and clean. So hopefully it's enough for me to go to the next round. But all these young kids are so good these days, you never know what's going to happen.
Taking the heat win and the last spot in the final was the current tour leader, Harley Clifford, who busted a double Indy tantrum and the blind Pete Rose.
You never know when there's a standout run there. I had to go out and lay it down and still did a double and managed to make it to the end of my run, but was really just gunning for that final spot.
After the break, it's the heat everyone has been waiting for here in Monroe. 8 of the world's best pro men riders about to throw down for the national championship, one of the most prestigious titles here in wakeboarding. Don't go away.
The 2018 WWA Wakeboard National Championships is brought to you by Nautique Boats, Rockstar Energy Drink, party like a rock star, and by Ronix Wakeboards, a metaphorical water wonderland.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2018 Nautique WWA Wakeboard National Championships presented by Rockstar Energy. And here we go, 8 pro men wakeboarders in one final heat to determine who's going to become the 2018 national champion. Every battle on the water this weekend has led us to this, the pro men's final. Pat Parnell, the call is yours.
Thanks, Sean. We've got perfect water conditions out here on Lake Ty in Monroe, Washington. And our first rider off the dock is veteran Nautique team rider J.D. Webb. Now, J.D. said he was going to come out with something special. And here it is, the wrap toe side backside 900, the first time that trick has ever been landed in a North American competition. J.D. backing that up with another 900. And the Indy tantrum to blind, stomping it.
Today I did toe back 9 in the contest run, which is the first one ever done in a contest. Did a first trick, I just wanted to get it out of the way, and I don't know, I'm on cloud 9 right now, it's amazing.
The rookie Tyler Heim from Oregon rides next. Tyler's known for his unique wrap tricks, like this, the wrap 360 rewind. Here's another wrap trick, the heel side frontside 720. Tyler getting the grab on that spin as well. And he finishes pass number 1 strong with the heel side 900. Here's Tyler in pass number 2. And a massive double half cab roll, almost over-rotating that one because he went so high. And wrapping up now for the backside spin, but just losing the handle on the nose grab 720 attempt.
It was super fun first pass, I killed it, did like a heel 9, a rewind, and some other stuff. And then on the way back, I did double first trick and then kind of fell apart. Still super stoked on how everything's going, and the final is insane right now. Everyone's shredding.
Our third finalist today is Gunther Oka from Ohio. Gunther is a double threat in the park and behind the boat. As you see here, stomping the toe 900. Gunther back in with a smooth Pete Rose 540. And to this, switch Pete Rose, tail grab for good measure. Now wrapped up in pass number 2 with the heel side approach and getting a ton of pop on this backside 900. That's the Crow Mob 540, his second Mob 5. And Gunther will finish his run with a heel side nose grab 720.
It all came together, put down a back 9 as well, which I was pretty hyped on, and just stood up all 8 tricks, so what more can you ask for?
Shota Tezuka from Japan rides next and busts a beautiful nose grab Chromo 540. Here's Shota with a big cut on the heels and an absolutely massive nose grab heel side 900. Now in on the heels and launching a perfect double half cab roll.
I did a really good first pass. Unfortunately, I got a couple four on the second pass, so unfortunately didn't make it to the podium, but I'm just so stoked to be in the final.
Australia's Parker Siegley is our 5th finalist today. Parker, known for his tech, lands this smooth heel-side 900, then cuts in on the toes and goes for an ultra-difficult 1080, unfortunately sliding out on the landing. So Parker, with the big 1080 attempt, will have to make up some ground now. This Moby Dick 540 will help, and so will this nose grab Chromo 540. Nautique team rider Tony Iacone starts his run with a heel side 900. Again in on the heels and stomping this double half cab roll. Tony finishing pass number 1 with a nose grab back mob 540. So Iacone looking in control now here in pass number 2 with the Chromo 540. Tony setting up for another big spin. This is the toe side 900. And finishing his run with another double roll, this time the toe side Indy double back roll.
I had a fall, but I still managed to get 8 tricks, so hopefully you'll see me on the podium. But other than that, I'm just stoked to be out here at Nationals.
Corey Tunison rides next and glides into this heel side, front side 900, right into a mute Chromo 540. Here he is, easily landing the double flip. And now with 1 trick left at the end of his pass, Corey stomps the first 1080 of the final. So Corey on fire in pass number 1, now coming back the other way. And he lands a switch mute mode 540. Now setting up for another banger at the end of his run. It's another double, an exclamation point for Corey Tunison.
I just wanted to try and stand up, do some dubs, wanted to do a 10, and pretty much make it back to the dock, and managed to do it. I'm pretty happy.
Our top seed in the final, Harley Clifford, starts his run with a crowd pleaser, a gigantic tail grab KGB right into one of his bangers, the toe side Indy double back roll. Harley decides to back that up with a double Indy tantrum, and he's not finished yet. Going upside down, it's the 3rd double flip for Harley Clifford. In pass number 2, Harley stomps the nose grab mute mode 540 right into a perfect toe side 900. Finishing his finals run with a lofty front mob 540, Harley Clifford has done it, outscoring both Corey Tunison and Gunther Oka for the 2018 national title.
They came down to Corey and I was like on the wire at the end there, and it literally could have gone either way, but no, I'll take it. Thanks, guys. I'm stoked.
With the win here today, Harley holds on to his lead in both the Nautique Wake Series and the Wakeboard World Series. Join us again next time as the tour concludes at the Nautique WWA Wakeboard World Championships in Tokushima, Japan.